Hello everyone, my name is William and welcome back to Unity making a 2D platformer. And today I want to show you something. It's about I made some errors when I made a load new scene. And you have to do, instead of build index is not equal to build the scene count, you gotta do build scene count -1 or else it won't work. And then here in the load scene, if this is false, then else you gotta load the first scene or scene 0. So either scene 2, otherwise it'll give you an error. See, look, we go here. See, look. We go here, and then we go back to the main menu scene, and in the main menu we'll talk about how we're going to fix that later. But for now, let's set everything back to normal. Let's set the player positions all back to normal, and then we shall talk about how we're going to make animations. And animations are quite fun because if you make amazing art, you can make an amazing animation. So here we have two horrible animations I made. It's just different coding. So the player jump will be him being yellow, and the player running will be the player being blue. And so let's go to the player and let's add a new component, animator. And by the way, we should probably make the player a prefab so that we can change the player in the other scene as well. I'll do that later, but for now let's do this let's make an animator. And then we want to go to player, and no, actually we want to go here, and we want to create a new folder for animations. Go here and create a new animator controller, and let's call this a player. Go to the player, attach this here. Then in the animator, we'll see that we have this, but in the animation we want to create a new animation clip. And here in animation, let's call this clip, we'll do stance. We'll do running, and we'll do jumping for new animation clips. And here in the stance, let's just take the let's put this up here. Let's go to project, let's take the art, let's take the green player, put him here, and then as we can see, nothing really happened because we don't but if you were to make an actual animation, you would have to put all these frames in here. You could put green, you can put yellow, for example, but for the sake of, just this, we're only going to have a little animation. We're not going to have any animation really. So that's for the stance. And then for the running, we're just going to have them be blue, and for the jumping, we're going to have them be yellow. There we go. Now let's go here, play it, and as we can see, the character actually turns yellow. Isn't that interesting? So that's how we can tell the animation's working. And so what we're going to do is, in the animator, we're going to set a few variables here. So as we can see, we have three different stances here. We have stance, running, and jumping. So we're going to go first to stance, and then from stance we can go to running, and from both of these we can go to jumping, and jumping can go to both of these, vice versa. But we need two variables for that first, so we need a float, and this float will essentially be speed, or hold on. No, we're going to have a, no, we don't actually need any floats, so I think what we actually need are booleans. So boolean grounded and boolean moving. So if we're grounded, so this is how it's going to work. So it starts out at stance, and we're going to make transitions between these animations. So this transition, we can add a condition. So this will only transition if grounded is, if moving is equal to true, and is equal to true, yeah. And we can transition for running back to stance if the opposite is true. So if moving is equal to false, And what we can also do is we can transition from, so let's play and let's see what happens. No, but first we have to set the animator values. The animator values. So let's go to player controller. Go to public void animator values. And then we're going to make a new animation, so animator. So public animator anim. And then anim is equal to get component animator. There we go. And then here we'll do anim dot set boolean moving is equal moving to input dot get axis horizontal is not equal to 0. So the moving boolean will be set to if we're moving left or right or not. And then we're going to set another boolean. This one will be grounded is equal to left. So if we're left grounded and right grounded, then we are definitely grounded. That's how that will work. So let's play it and test it out. Oh, okay. Well, that's a little awkward. I wonder what's wrong. Alright, we haven't set the values yet, so animator values. Keep forgetting to call these functions. So yeah. Oh, we misspelled horizontal. Horizontal. There we go. Play. And everything should be fine. Except for the fact that perhaps it's not fine. Oh yeah, because we messed up animation here. Nah. So let's set this to green. Go back down here. Go to project. Go to animator. And now we're moving, and yeah. And this should be or, not and. There we go. And now we're going to make transition to jumping, so if running so if ground is equal to false, then that will happen. And so here what we're going to do, if grounded is equal to true and moving is equal to true, and here we're going to make a transition, and no stance, we're going to make a transition to jumping if grounded is false, and from jumping we're going to make a transition to stance if grounded is true and moving is false. There we go. Now let's play. And as you can see, we're jumping, and that's happening. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.